I just wanted to do a quick video. My wife and I have a YouTube channel where basically we focus on travel, but and it was basically focusing on chronicling our traveling, our cruising and traveling, road trips and such. But as we started to get older, we realized, in our younger years, we didn't eat right, we didn't exercise right, we didn't do much right at the time, and we really didn't have to. But now as we get older and we want to travel more, we started to realize that we need to be healthy in order to maximize the enjoyment we have on our travels. So the last year or two, we've been doing a lot of research about, how to get more fit, how to be healthier. I'm working less. I'm wanting to play more. I'm wanting to travel more. And so we've decided to go on this journey of trying to be healthy. And I wanted to chronicle to you just kind of where we're at, our failures, our successes, where we're going, where we've been. As I said, we have a YouTube channel, and the name of the YouTube channel is Cruising with the Crawfords. And we're going to start turning that into some health benefits as well, some health advice, some things that we've shown to, get on the right path with our physical health. This led us to begin researching the benefits of what's called intentional cold exposure, which is where you see me right now. And let me check my trusty Shark thermometer, and we're at about 39 degrees right now. And I wanted to do some videos. I'm going to do a series of videos, and I think in this first one I just want to tell you how we do it, how I do it, how I got to this point. I know I've seen a lot of videos, YouTube videos. I've watched hundreds of YouTube videos on cold exposure, on ice baths, on saunas and heat exposure. And what I find is most of those are like 7-day challenges or a weekend challenge or a 30-day challenge. And, I wanted to do something different because as far as I'm concerned, this is a lifestyle changing moment for me in cold exposure. And I wanted to make it a lifelong goal to continue to do this every day that I'm able. Now, I've been doing this about 100 days, started at the end of November, and out of that 100, I've probably done 90 days in cold exposure because I'm not perfect. I can't get in every morning. Sometimes we're traveling. Like I told you, we've been on a couple of cruises. We've done some traveling to family and such, and so those days it's really hard to find a way to get the cold exposure. So I wanted to kind of talk today about how I started this. I went down to the local farm store and I bought this 125-gallon Rubbermaid, basically a livestock trough. And I paid $100 for it, and we brought it over. We set it on the side of the house and filled it with water from the tap. And my wife and my 2 grown sons, we all decided we're going to get in right away. And so we all tried it, and we all stayed in for like a minute or 2 minutes, and we were freezing. So, of course, as we got the temperature of the water, we found out it was about 54, 55 degrees, which really isn't that cold. But we got in and we froze, and so I started doing it every day with just that trough, and I started realizing I needed colder water because I could stay in for 10, 15, 20 minutes. So I started adding ice to it, and I'd get it down to maybe 45 or 50 degrees or even a little bit colder, and then I'd get in, and I did that for a month where I had the temperature in the mid 40s, high 40s. And then I realized I could do that for 20 minutes at a time and not really suffer through it. But each couple of weeks, I try to lower it down a couple of degrees each week. And I'm going to reset my timer here. It's going to go off. That's my 5 minutes. And I'm going to reset it because I usually stay in about 10 to 15. So, each week I try to lower it a couple of degrees, and I've been telling my wife I wanted by the time of the end of February get it down to 39 degrees, and that's kind of what I've done. I've actually 40 degrees. I'm at 39 now, but I've been doing this every day, and I would challenge you to instead of looking at it as a 15-day challenge or a 10-day challenge or a 7-day challenge. Look at this as a lifestyle change, because this is what I want to do now because of the benefits. Now, what I'm going to do is in my next videos, I'm going to start outlining the physical, the mental, the emotional benefits that come from ice bathing. At least in my experience, what I've experienced over the last 3 months or so. Really, the moral of the story is you don't need to simply dive into a 35, 38, 40 degree bucket of water and stay in for a minute or two and then jump out and think that's the end of the story. What I'm trying to get across to you is this is healthy. This is good for us. This is something that I'm going to continue doing, and hopefully my wife jumps in and does it a couple times a week as well. And I'll tell you, it's not easy. Every day it's cold. Every time I get in, it's cold. When it was 54 degrees, it was cold. Now at 39, it's cold. Takes your breath away. My suggestion is you start doing some breathing exercises. You know, fill in here maybe the Wim Hof breathing method. That's helped me tremendously to get through the cold, and I can sit in here. I shiver, I'm freezing, but I'm able to withstand it, and I'm going to continue to do this daily. So I'll make another video. As you heard my timer go off, that was 5 minutes. I usually try to do 10 or 15, so we'll let that go off again. But I would encourage you to start, you know, either a cold bath in your house, cold showers, but eventually you're going to want to get to a place where you can submerge yourself into ice cold water and be able to withstand it and get the benefits from it. The benefits from this are endless, and what I've experienced over just 100 days are unreal. So on my next video, you know, I'll get in again, and hopefully it'll be at 38 or 37 degrees tomorrow or the next day, and we'll do a new video, and I'll start talking about some of the other benefits as well. So until then, stay cold, my friends.